guys, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing fine today. Today is a new fresh day. Today is April the 21st, 2020. And well, today we're going to talk about Wise Citizen. The topic is Wise Citizen from week 4, pages 99 to 101. Okay, let's look at the agenda before we start. And I'm glad that you're back watching my tutorial. The agenda for today is activation. We have to start with activation. After we get active and ready for many things of the day, we say the I can speech. Remember, it's very important to say the I can speech. Then we're going to have the essential question to get in the topic, okay? To know what are we going to talk about. Then we're going to watch a interesting video related to the topic, okay, for you can have better ideas about that topic. Then we're going to review and analyze the key language that is called Fighting for Civil Rights, okay? We have to know our rights, and later on we're going to see that too. Then we're going to start with the learning log activities from page 98 to 101. Then we're going to stop a little bit, concentrate, and what is that? Mindfulness activity. Yes, you're right. We're going to do the mindfulness activity. Then we're going to have those motivation quotes that will motivate you more to do these activities. Then we're going to do the notebook activities. They're going to be really short. And if we have time enough, we're going to read a story in Mayan, okay? And after that, we're going to do a mental map. Gathering all the information that you have from the book, we're going to create a mental map. Then we will have technology class. Group A will have technology class. So that means that you have to get in the evening activities tutorial folder, okay? Check your technology class, please, okay? You will find it in Spanish section, okay? And then that will be all for today. So I hope that you enjoy my video, and let's get started with the activation. Okay guys, so ready for activation. Let me put it on. Okay. Remember, activation is to active your brain, your both hemispheres, left and right, okay, to grab concentration on hearing and seeing, okay? Remember, try to do activation with me.
Minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power.
Come on, guys.
I got that power.
You can do it.
I got that power. I got that power.
Hey.
Power, power, power. They call me Willie. Stay so cool, I'm chilly. I done made that melee on my way to that Billy. Used to have a piggy bank, but now I got that bigger bank. Who cares what the haters say? They hate on me cause I'm doing what they can. I stay on that hustle, I flex that mid-tone muscle. Hate to bust your bubble, I'm on that other level. I'ma take it higher and higher, higher and higher. I stay in fire,
Oh my God.
burning like that fire.
It's
minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power.
Hey, come on, you can do it.
I got that power. I got that power. I got that power. Power, power, power. Yes, y'all. Feeling funky, fresh, y'all. Work to be the best, y'all. Work good under pressure, y'all. Been through all that stress, y'all. Get this off my chest, y'all. Made it out in projects with this project that's progress, y'all. I did it for my mama. I told her when I was younger that I'ma be that number one. Yep, I'll be that number one. I take it higher.
Take this concentration, this expectation. Come on, let's go.
Keep burning like that fire. Fire.
Like a robot.
Whatever doesn't kill you, only makes you stronger. So I'ma get stronger. Coming like a batter ram. I'm knocking down the door again. Coming like a batter ram. I'm knocking down the door again. I'm alive.
I can
I'm loving every second, minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power.
Hey, I like that movement. Come on,
I got that power.
like energy. Yeah, shake it, guys, shake it, move it. You can do it.
I got that power. Power. I'm loving every second, minute, hour,
I'm like a robot.
better, stronger, power. I'm loving every second, minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power.
You did good. Thank you very much, guys, for making this activation, okay? So let's get it and get ready to start the new topic, okay? Okay, guys, now let's say the I can speech, okay? Let's say it together at the same time. So, ready? Today will be a wonderful day because I can. I'm smart. I am unique. I'm loved. I am respectful and beautiful. I love my classmates, my school, and my teachers. I will be the master of my emotions, and I was born with a purpose. I'm not better than anyone, and nobody is better than me. Today will be a wonderful day. Yes, guys, today will be a wonderful day because today is Tuesday and we're going to start a new day with a lot of enthusiasm, okay? Okay, now let's start with the big question, the essential question. And it says, NY Citizen, page 99. When did human rights become universal? Do you know when human rights became universal? Universal, what it means in general. Does someone know? Can someone help me? Yes, you're right. Universal is all around the world, something related to all around the world, okay? And our rights, everyone has the same rights here in Mexico, China, USA, whatever. We all have the same rights of having education, have a work, okay? Kids to have fun, okay? Kids to go to school, have their free time, okay? Everyone has rights, and they're universal rights, okay? Some states or city has their specific rights, but most of them are universal. Like having a healthcare, a medical healthcare, okay? That's also a universal right. So now I want you to watch this video, okay? Some rights that there's some rights that are universal, okay? I want you to watch it and have more information related to the topic, okay? Then we're going to come back and read the key language, okay? So please pay attention and enjoy the video.
The idea of human rights is that each one of us, no matter who we are or where we are born, is entitled to the same basic rights and freedoms. Human rights are not privileges, and they cannot be granted or revoked. They are inalienable and universal. That may sound straightforward enough, but it gets incredibly complicated as soon as anyone tries to put the idea into practice. What exactly are the basic human rights? Who gets to pick them? Who enforces them, and how? The history behind the concept of human rights is a long one. Throughout the centuries and across societies, religions, and cultures, we have struggled with defining notions of rightfulness, justice, and rights. But one of the most modern affirmations of universal human rights emerged from the ruins of World War II with the creation of the United Nations. The treaty that established the UN gives as one of its purposes to reaffirm faith in fundamental human rights. And with the same spirit, in 1948, the UN General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This document, written by an international committee chaired by Eleanor Roosevelt, lays the basis for modern international human rights law. The Declaration is based on the principle that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. It lists 30 articles recognizing, among other things, the principle of non-discrimination and the right to life and liberty. It refers to negative freedoms, like the freedom from torture or slavery, as well as positive freedoms, such as the freedom of movement and residence. It encompasses basic civil and political rights, such as freedom of expression, religion, or peaceful assembly, as well as social, economic, and cultural rights, such as the right to education and the right to freely choose one's occupation and be paid and treated fairly. The Declaration takes no sides as to which rights are more important, insisting on their universality, indivisibility, and interdependence. And in the past decades, international human rights law has grown, deepening and expanding our understanding of what human rights are and how to better protect them. So if these principles are so well developed, then why are human rights abused and ignored time and time again all over the world? The problem, in general, is that it is not at all easy to universally enforce these rights or to punish transgressors. The UDHR itself, despite being highly authoritative and respected, is a declaration, not a hard law. So when individual countries violate it, the mechanisms to address those violations are weak. For example, the main bodies within the UN in charge of protecting human rights mostly monitor and investigate violations. But they cannot force states to, say, change a policy or compensate a victim. That's why some critics say it's naive to consider human rights a given in a world where state interests wield so much power. Critics also question the universality of human rights and emphasize that their development has been heavily guided by a small number of mostly Western nations, to the detriment of inclusiveness. The result? A general bias in favor of civil political liberties over socio-political rights, and of individual over collective or groups' rights. Others defend universal human rights laws and point at the positive role they have on setting international standards and helping activists in their campaigns. They also point out that not all international human rights instruments are powerless. For example, the European Convention on Human Rights establishes a court where the 47 member countries and their citizens can bring cases. The court issues binding decisions that each member state must comply with. Human rights law is constantly evolving, as are our views and definitions of what the basic human rights should be. For example, how basic or important is the right to democracy or to development? And as our lives are increasingly digital, should there be a right to access the internet? A right to digital privacy? What do you think?